Roman Reigns and Cody Rhodes have gone through an intense stare down in the weeks leading up to WrestleMania 40 on last night's episode of Smackdown. What is going on, guys? It is Ketch. Hope you all are well. If you're new on the channel, please don't forget to like, share and subscribe and turn on those post notifications so you never miss another upload. But let's get straight into this stare down. So on the latest episode of Smackdown, both Roman Reigns and Cody Rhodes showed up alone to have a chat about their upcoming WrestleMania 40 match, and it was a traditional face-to-face between two heavyweight contenders fighting over the heavyweight championship, and they both got their points across pretty well. Roman Reigns effectively saying, can you really trust Seth Rollins, in reference to their upcoming tag team match. Cody sort of flipped the script on Roman a bit, going, yes, I know Seth's history in the Shield, but can you trust your own partner, The Rock, alluding to the fact that The Rock has teased a little bit in recent times whether or not he's actually going to be on Roman's side come WrestleMania 40. I mean, personally speaking, I think Rock is going to cost Reigns to set up the proposed match at WrestleMania 41, so I guess we'll have to wait and see how that happens. But yeah, it was a pretty good face-to-face in my opinion. A lot of people are saying they didn't really enjoy it too much, but I think it was more to sort of build up the story for both Rhodes and Reigns in their respective matches, but also not sort of glossing over the fact that there's an important tag team match on WrestleMania Night 1. Reigns brought up a rather interesting point in relation to Seth Rollins. I already alluded to the fact that Reigns was asking Cody whether he could trust Seth or not, and there's a good reason to that. So obviously it relates to their history in the Shield, in which Rollins, Reigns and Dean Ambrose formed a very destructive trio across WWE from late 2012 through to early pretty much all through 2013 and up to 2014, only breaking apart, I think it was on the post WrestleMania 30 show on Raw, the Raw After Mania. And so Reigns is still obviously a bit scarred by that event, and he can't really trust Rollins as far as he can throw him. And they've also had quite decent battles over their time as well once they've broke out as single stars. I think of the 2016 matches they had on pay-per-view, but also the 2022 Royal Rumble match they had between the pair, where Rollins went expert level on his trolling, coming down to the ring in Shield attire and the Shield music, and I think Reigns still hasn't forgiven him for that part. That's the only match that Roman Reigns in his title reign actually hasn't won. He won that, well, technically he lost by disqualification, and Rollins won that match, but Rollins didn't actually pin him or make him submit. It was more so to sort of set the story that Reigns could finally get his revenge back on Rollins for costing him back in 2014 when he broke up the Shield. After trading numerous back and forths between the pair, Cody then was like, good luck to you at WrestleMania, and put out his hand for Roman to shake. Roman feigned like he was going to shake Cody's hand, but then he was like, nah, I'm good, I don't respect you, and pretty much ignored Cody's handshake and just walked out of the ring and was like, nah, I don't have to do any of this, I don't respect you, I'm going to beat you at WrestleMania, it's going to be like WrestleMania 39 all over again sort of vibe. And that's when he did the hand signal where he just clicked his fingers while his music was playing, and then this brought Solo Sikoa and Jimmy Uso to the ring. Now, if you guys were watching Raw this previous week just gone, you would have known that Paul Heyman went to Raw to ask Cody to show up to this SmackDown alone and not bring any backup, because Roman wouldn't bring any backup as well. Now, while they teased that neither of them had brought backup, Reigns had only brought Paul Heyman, but he's no physical threat, and Cody had showed up alone. The whole finger signal which brought in Solo Sikoa and Jimmy Uso was the fact to say, look, I've always got guys around me wherever you are, you think I'm that dumb, I've always got them on hand. And Cody sort of feigned like he was going to be like, oh crap, I'm sort of in the middle of 3-on-1, I'm going to be stuffed here. But then the camera sort of panned to Jey Uso in a black hoodie in the crowd, and then quickly panned to Seth Rollins also in a black hoodie in the crowd. And pretty much what it said is that Cody was one step ahead of Roman in this regard. He got one step on the tribal chief by having backup, even though Heyman and Reigns had thought that Cody wouldn't bring any backup. He thought they thought he was dumb, they thought it was stupid, and goes, and then they looked a bit dumb with egg on their face when Rollins and Jey Uso came out the crowd to back him up. And the show pretty much ended with Cody, Jey and Seth standing on the ring apron holding court over Reigns, Sikoa and Jimmy Uso as they sort of stared down. And this has some interesting connotations, because you've obviously got the Cody and Roman match there, and then you've also got the Cody, Seth, Roman, Rock match also with that little bit, but then you've also got the Jimmy versus Jey match as well. So it's all like different stories interconnecting into one, which I think Triple H has done a really good job on, specifically for this WrestleMania, and you can definitely tell that as well. So many superstars are in interconnecting storylines, and it's great to watch for the business, and I can't wait to see what happens in the next few weeks before WrestleMania. Sort of summarize this segment on SmackDown is quite interesting, because it's sort of, as I said, it has all these interconnecting storylines, but at the same time I still think there's so many layers of story to go within this feud, and there's only a couple weeks left to WrestleMania itself, so in the next couple of weeks we could get heaps and heaps of more storyline content between Cody's side and the Bloodline side. And I think, you know, more people are going to come into bat for Cody, the likes of Sami Zayn, potentially even LA Knight from another perspective, Randy Orton, AJ Styles, but I think they've all got sort of their own different feuds. Maybe the only way I could see any other superstars sort of getting themselves involved in a segment involving the Bloodline and Cody is if sort of Cody brings them all into that final main event against Roman Reigns, and they all sort of interfere on his behalf to get Cody the win, which would sort of tarnish the win for Cody a little bit if that's the route they want to go. But I think what they've done is they put so many layers into this story, they're just going to try and top it and top it and top it. Hopefully it ends up in something so amazing, and that is what we get at WrestleMania 40. Anyway guys, that has been the end of this video. I hope you have enjoyed. What did you think of the Roman and Cody face-to-face segment on SmackDown? Please do let me know in the comments down below. I like reading them, and they're always a source of inspiration and knowledge and differing opinion. I like seeing what your guys' opinions are as well. Hope you have a great day guys, and I'll catch you later with another video very soon.